Alright, when will this amno re-extraction sound effect get off my screen? Anyways, this is the third time or so that I am attempting to there we go, to what's the word? Right, to record with my new laptop, so I'm excited to see how it'll go. I'm excited to see how it'll go, rather. Okay, so let's draw a page here. Okay, we got a bunch of nothing here. That's a bit awkward. Perhaps you can do something here. Since you're fastest, you'll have to deal with one die here. I'd rather you try and get that, but it seems that you won't be able to. Double ominous power here. Brace up. He does not like you, it seems. We'll go for a resonant, sturdy defense here. As for you, can deal with this using a 3331973. And you of course will have to deal with that with a Zelkova workshop. Now this should be sufficient enough, I hope. And no, don't shoot them. You need emotion coins. What a predicament. Right, so you won't be doing much then. But you may as well win the clash. Right. Seems about right. Let's go. Alright, that's unfortunate, but I didn't really expect much else from these drags of 8 guys. According to plan. That's also good, because then we get that. Very good. Blocked. Right. Not the best turn, but we get something here. Lies, of course. Goes on Argalia. Now, let me explain this build I have. The point here is to get 7 vibration on someone, and then get 2 haste on everyone using Mirene here. And once I do that, that should theoretically bring Argalia's speed to 6 to 8, meaning that he'll always trigger resonance. At least that's what's supposed to happen. Right. You are, for 1 haste, you're kind of slow, huh? Oh, whatever. We can shoot you, and then with our extra 2, we can go for Alice Workshop. That is guaranteed to win, basically, so get some strength. Then a little more draw would be nice. I suppose I'll have you, what's the word? Oh yeah, I'll just have you one-sided data. Atelier logic. Bian here is going to be not useful for me at the moment. This is going to be neat. I can go ahead and do that. Perhaps I can do that as well. The prescript. Should that be free hitting? Who's taking multiple clashes? You're taking multiple clashes. Right. So from that, so you actually want to use that there. Regalia. Okay, maybe I want you to take this clash then. Just free hit. No one's fast enough to take this over, actually. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What's the string to deal with this? They don't have vibration set up yet. Huh, that's a bit awful. Okay. You could, but then you'll get hit once, and yeah, I don't think it's worth taking that risk. Double Allegro here. For you. think you'll have to deal with that then. Right, anything else I need to use on you? Nope. Go! Yeah, see. Turns out it was pretty important. Okay, that's expected. There we go, I like her putting in the work. Oh, that's unfortunate. There we are. Totally planned. I really planned that out. Screw pulsation, I know it's the better option here, but I want to use everything at my disposal. Right, so you're going to be dealing with that, which is going to kind of suck. Any Atelier Logic here? Yeah. We'll deal with that then. No. Who has trouble? Okay, now we can actually get to using our guarding stance, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. You'll deal with that, and then you'll rewind. As for you, you can handle it. You can handle this rather with. You have sustain. Good to know. Okay. Well, you're only gonna get one proc of your thingy, so let's make it count. Will that win? You have one strength, right? Yeah, surely that'll win. Clueless. Okay. You cannot use crescendo right now, so you might actually want to use it here. And then that clash into it with a Will of the City. Resonant Sight, even if it's not the best. Because Roland will be dealing with his own problems here. You can out-damage that with that, yeah. Who can handle that? Of course Argalia can, and take no damage with it. You know what? It seems like a good idea. No, wait. I need you to be beating this thing up. Of course, I want you to do that. So, if that doesn't work out, I'll use Raging Storm Love into this. You're going to be dying very soon anyway, so it should be fine. If worse comes to worse, I'll have to clash into it with my own Durandal. Anything else? Strength. Endurance? Yeah, endurance. Seems good. Not missing anything? Yep. You'll be able to get your own stuff back with your with Raging Storm Love. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. That'll guarantee some dice are destroyed. It happens, I suppose. Thanks, Regalia. Okay, Youngest comes in clutch once again. It's not even particularly Youngest. Okay, that's good. It's more... Okay. That was totally planned on my end. Trust me, it's to fuel reindeer. Not much you can do about that, aside from having set up stuff to begin with, but I'm not that smart, unfortunately. Oh dear, Furioso. You can deal with that like that. Then... I think we just start bracing up, yeah. Okay, we should be able to start getting the loop off right now. Give me a moment. It's a bit of a precarious situation since I presumed Roland would be dying before having to do that, but should be fine, I hope. See, the thing with opening Sermo is that you can kind of just loop it, and then everything will be just fine. It's great. So Orgalia, you can not do that actually. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay. Well, you can go ahead and do this 3 times over. As for you, no, let's think about this smartly. Who can handle this particularly? Because it's getting 4 power. I don't think Argalia is actually going to do much with that, which is a bit scary to think about. We can just brick it. We can just absolutely brick it. Because Roland's going to be emotion leveling up anyway, so... And I can also give him some defense. Anyone slash injured, particularly? No? Okay. That's unfortunate. We'll need to use energy conversion here. Okay, I think that's the best we can do here. Unless... No, you're actually pretty... surprisingly getting low on stagger. It's not very, very comforting. If that's the case, I'll let you handle this then. And this won't be the optimal use case for it, but whatever. Right. Well, it should be fine. Let's go. Oh well. Wham. Recover some stagger. Heal some HP. Alright, you actually won that. And you... Okay, well, that's expected. That's also pretty much expected. Win that, lose that, that's fine. Here we are, pretty effects. Now we get back all of our, or most of our HP here. Okay, blood. Aspiration. You can use aspiration here. Use it to finish Roland off? No. That should kill, right? Like that should kill. You have a dead turn here, so it's fine. Yeah, it's killing. Okay, good to know. Ooh, boy. Won't even be getting a combat prep out of it. Alright, so we have our loop now, which is cool. Anyone low on pages? You might be a bit low on pages. This should guarantee you get everything you need, yep. Okay. Okay, we can just start beating on this person now. Yatsie. I think that's how you pronounce it, whatever. I'm not Chinese. Okay, this will kinda just destroy everyone, so... you may want to... deal with that page. We have a loop here since we have 2 of every page in our deck, which means we can do opening ceremony, rewind, energy conversion, and then combat prep. As for you, this also is a loop because well, it's a loop in some way. Just give it a moment. You need to get to emotion level 4 for it to start looping properly. For you, use the gun here so that we get our light restore. We don't waste off our light restore. And then just beat on them. That sounds about right. is a bit of a expensive tree cost, but whatever, it works out. We'll just hit it with the Will of the City, sure. As for you, what can you do? Nothing. You already have your trigram, so yeah. Yeah, they're not even playing any pages, wonderful. Opportunity spotted doesn't do as much damage as Feint, but it's fine. Should be at least. The point is to recharge the ego ASAP. There we are. Emotion level 4. We could get learning for Mireille, but the thing is she's going to be looping, so if we get learning, it'll actually break the loop. Fervent Beats is very funny. Guilt is also a pretty strong card, truth be told. And sorry for the sound effects, that's just Abnoe extraction in a nutshell. I think we'll be getting Sword of Frost. For Roland. Frost Splinter is a good choice here. Let's continue a loop. Okay, Mireille will have to be doing two of these. Or one of those, and then hope these proc and flip the table rather than Augury Kick. Because again, she's not at emotion level 4, sadly enough. Ashley can profit a lot off of this. Though she may want to hit someone, kill them first. As for you, kind of. The issue is that you're not at emo level 5 yet. Do you have your draw page? No, that's unfortunate. Well, nothing we can do about that. You will suffer an agonizing death. Yeah, it's fine. We can't actually. This is only for the scene. This lighting. So, we could also use our tree cost here. Yeah, tree cost into Old Boys. Seems good. Ceremony into Opportunity Spotted into Pulau. Ominous Power. Just eat it all, man. I don't care. You could Endurance. Sounds good. Okay. Begin. Yep, that seems about right. Oh, wait, I made a miscalculation. Now, Ashley won't be getting the emo coins that she needs. It's okay, 12 Fixers is a great passive, and you can just get all of your emotion coins from min-rolling and max-rolling anyway. Woohoo! It'll be a while until emo 5 anyway, so Ashley not getting the emo up right now is fine. Yeah, Julia only just now got it, for example. Right, the loop has begun. Now, it's a bit bad looking. You can draw and get 2 brace ups, 4 or 2 flip the tables, and now it's perfect. We now have exactly what we need to start kicking ass, I guess. For now, let's do Will of the City into Will of the City. Now this will overflow me on light rather. So yeah, that seems good then. Roland, you can sit back and do nothing. You can get your loop out. And you can also just start bullying them. because you actually have your loop ready as well, because your Shao and your Curiosity engine is perfected at this point. Roland will sit back doing nothing, and that's really it for this scene. Womp womp. Delicious resonant sight. Now hopefully we kill Roland this scene, otherwise it would be a little awkward to do the rest of our setup next scene. Ah yeah, we're killing him. Yep, that's 2 haste. Hello! Okay, we don't have our ominous power, but we have our draw page, so any interruptions in the cycle can be remedied very easily. It's great. Okay, so we'll be doing Zelkova there and Alice here. And we'll both be targeting our... well, not both, we'll be targeting our attacks in Angelica. As for you, Zelkova. I may as well use Aspiration now. Deal with Atelier Logic. It'll take a while. I don't want to get rid of the bond pages, that'll be awkward. You might be asking why I'm doing this. It's to make sure that I actually have a Rhino procedure up and going. Dark Bond doesn't matter. Ceremony. Now I don't need to use combat prep here, so it's fine. You have 6 endurance, so you should win that. Actually, there we are. Now we couldn't get our opening ceremony off last scene, but it's fine, it doesn't break the cycle. Because it just means we won't be able to be playing an ego this scene, which is whatever. You can tank an Alice Workshop, should be fine. We can play an ego, actually. We cannot play an ego. Okay. And Atelier Logic is targeting that. We need to target this. That's what we need to target. So we'll do that. Do that. Do that. This will force a trigger. And then let's have some fun. Sounds good. Ah. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, that's not accounted for. You yourself can account for this. Again, use the shooter to make sure that you actually get your light back from this purchase. What's this targeted by? In case that doesn't win out, using that. And then I can use Zelkova here. Have you used your stuff here yet? No. Okay, don't do it there because it'll be a pain. It will be a pain to get it back. So this should be perfectly planned out. If there's any mistakes, who cares? Okay, that's very close. I forgot it's combat start. Looking good so far. Got an augury kickoff. This will line us up for the Allegro later. That 2 endurance coming in clutch. Let's stack a bunch of burn. There we go. Rewind, get back all your stagger. Keeping it stride, coming in clutch as well for the restore on the HP. There we go. Emo 5. Now we could use a kiss to just obliterate them, as of course. I could use a leer and put it on Hannah here, so that she does more damage with her opportunity spotted at 8 power. But I think there's better uses for a kiss here. And also, we have an Abno page on everyone, so why not? This will be helpful for Furiosa later. Yep, perfectly loops. Okay. Hit him. With it. Oh yeah, I forgot that's a mechanic that you guys do. Okay. Now the best part about this setup is that you spend 3 light. Actually, you spend 2 light. Restore 3 light. So you're actually gaining 1 light each scene because this'll be net 0, and then you get +1 because of natural restore. Also, all these ego pages. Okay, opening ceremony. We'll do that on Vigilant Stand. Actually, no, we can do for another rewind there. Oh, calm down. Okay. Vigilant Stand there. Looking good. Energy conversion here, and then combat prep. As for you, you'll take over some of these annoying things here. You can Resonant Sight this, even if it's a bit expensive, because we have the luxury to. And while you're at it, you can apply some Allegro here. It's whatever. Atelier and Alice are taken care of here. Actually, no. We're only doing Allegro here so that we can start prepping up for when Angelica dies. Okay. Now, we could deal with the rest of the leftover dice now. Actually, we forgot about this. Handle it with that then. We won't be using all of our Light Restore this scene. We'll just sort of chillax with yeah, we'll just chillax for now. So we'll be spending 3 light, restoring 1 light, restoring 2 light now. We want to keep this page in hand as much as possible because this can help fuel this if this rolls 0. So that's the fun part. Get some strength. Brace up. Who needs a draw page particularly? You kinda need a draw page. There we are, Zelkova. That's what I've been waiting for. Now we can use our ominous powers here and use anything that we want. We'll be using Frost Splinter here, because why not? Target at the counter page, which is good. This won't actually destroy the important page that you need. To get rid of their stagger resistances. So let's start. This should be perfectly planned out. Resonant Sight is at full power here. That's Crystal Atelier at 20. Okay, sorry. It's hard to control your laughter when old voice rolls at 20. There you go. Now we'll be getting up some endurance next scene because, well, we sacrificed our combat prep last scene so that we could use pulsation this scene. I mean, last scene. Lots of damage from opportunity spotted here. Okay, that's to be expected. This reduces your power by 2. There we go. Now they should have weak resistances now, or fatal rather. Yep. Waltz in black, that's whatever. You can deal with that handily. You know, just to style on them, I could just Vitaltia would just delete them, wouldn't it? You have 8 strength. It's better for you to use Yatse. And then you can do that, because I don't care anymore. Rewind. Energy conversion. Combat prep. Start piling on them now. Mega still gets staggered from Yatsia. Argalia will be the one to deal the finishing blow to Angelica, ironic as it is, because he has the power to do so. What do you have? A draw page? Who could need a draw page in this time and place? You. Well, if you draw, you'll just get something that might be cost reduced. If at the moment, yeah, you'll be guaranteed to get a light restore. So go do that, and then draw a page, because that's light neutral. Now this should absolutely obliterate Angelica. It should, at least. If not, I can throw in an Atelier Logic just to make sure. Then focus all our attention. No, I have faith in Argalia. Everything on you. And we'll workshop with it. Okay, and then use this here. Again, it doesn't matter. They'll just get whooped by Yatse and then explode into a million itty-bitty pieces. Itty-bitty, rather. Okay, you have 8 strength too, so yikes, you're kind of done for. Oh, I forgot. Oh my, yeah. Maybe direct it towards Roland instead. Now, the problem with this build is that it's kind of like Pulsation, in that most of its effects come from on use. Opening Ceremony is a pretty vital part of our build. This requires you to discard, which is on use. These two are fine no matter the situation, so yeah, that's actually kind of a big problem. Truth be told, the only targeting should be this. So, stagger. Can this do 100 damage? 20. Wait, 20? Will it be 20? Let's assume it's 20. 20, 40, 60, 80. No, not at all. So any economy will be dumping on Angelica. Which sounds about right. The rest on Roland. Alright. Let's hope this kills, and if it doesn't, we're going to be in a bit of a situation. Well, not really, because it's fine. Okay, 30 damage, 20 damage. I actually overestimated my damage here. Oops. Yeah, oh, big overestimation actually. Oopsies. Yeah, Argalia was enough to deal with it. We won't have 2 haste next scene, but we'll be fighting a new boss next scene anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hello. Yeah, well, our loops are still intact. Mostly. Now that's a problem, actually. But we have something here, so whatever. Should be fine. Margin means that we won't be able to get something off here unless I pull off the most insane play known to mankind and guarantee a brace up here to get us our margin and redraw our loop. As for this, yeah, that seems about right. And now we can put that into a combat prep for this. Because I kinda want my rewind to have maximum value. As for you, Wheels Industry, we can brick because we still have a lot of light left. Well, seriously? Okay. We will be spending everything this scene for Roland, so we won't have much to go off later. I can probably get away with using Remorse, honestly. Ooh. Let's go for Grand Finale, why not? And then set this up. Can I go for Grand Finale? This was Restore 4 Light. Get back 5 next scene. Yeah, it should be fine. Actually, no, I'm not that comfortable with it. 2, 4, 6, 7. I think we just hold off for now. We just hold off. This will come back online next scene because you can't reuse already drawn pages. I mean, you can't redraw already used pages in a scene, so... Yeah, sounds good, let's just go for it. Womp womp. I failed to account for that, my bad. Rewind is actually getting us a lot of HP back, which is pretty funny. Ow. Yep. We should get 1 light restore next scene for Roland because of natural draw. Maybe even 2 because of Emo 5 draw. Dunk! Dunk! Okay, flip the table here. And... Yep, we're back in the loop, baby. Just in time as well. Hit the counter die. You don't have enough dice to deal with whatever they're going to be throwing at you. You, however, you can just absolutely destroy them, honestly. Use Combat Prep there. Combat Prep could work. So get 5 to 10, 5 to 9, 5 to 11. Interesting. Rewind should deal with that handily. As for this, you should be able to do that there. Energy conversion on the counter die, combat prep. You can just win this with a whatever. But in this scenario, I will be using Tautia, which I held off on using last scene to guarantee we snuff that die here. We'll be using that there because we have 4 endurance, which is pretty nuts. Okay. Tautia won't be able to get rid of any of these. We could Grand Finale it up. We have this. So, we'll do that. This should perfectly just clash into that, honestly. We could use this on a... here. I guess that'll be funny to look at. And then Roland can... yeah, even with everything. No, we didn't get a light restore, it's more we got the economy page that we needed. And we, unfortunately, redrew Wheels Industry. What FCs, doesn't matter. We'll hold back on using anything for this turn. For this scene, rather. That's the proper terminology. We could draw a page for Argalia. But I think the more important thing is drawing a page for Roland here and getting the light restore, because we could of course just draw we could of course just given him 1 light, but getting the draw page is more important, I feel. Okay, make sure we aren't missing any clashes here. Let's rewind. That's opening ceremony, which will obviously win. Tautia will get absolutely destroyed. I might be going a bit too fast here. Tautia will absolutely destroy Shi, and if not, we'll just have that just in case. So this should kill it. I mean, this should win, like, surely, right? You have 12 fixers, you have splendid performance, and you even have... you don't have your... okay, what the hell am I doing? I need to do this first. See, that's why you double check, folks. It doesn't matter that I used my light restores first because, well, it's a mass summation. It'll always go first, so... What matters is that you use your light restores after you've already spent the page. Didn't realize that until my third or so playthrough. Forgot to use a trigram. GG. Yep. Ooh, Scars procced. Yeah, Scars procced on that. Lucky you. That's rewind for you. And then sturdy defense, get back all your stagger. Jeez Louise. Opening ceremony for endurance. Nearly lost that actually. Whatever, 6 strength. Go my 6 strength opportunity spotted. Okay. Fake interest. Nice. It'll be funny. It'll be funny, trust me. It'll be really funny. Wait, no, this isn't perfect because it'll... Ah, come on, man. Okay, whatever. Can't do anything about that. And you could just 30 defense that, but nah, I just want to deal with whatever. We can't use combat prep here because we'll get smacked here, and I don't want to get smacked because that might ruin my rotation because of curiosity here. Augury kick. Let's use our endurance trigram here because why not? You got it. You might be able to just 30 defense it up here with your 7 haste. I mean your 2 haste and your perfect speed. Now this should win maybe 9 to 12, 9 to 12, 11 to 13, 12 to 14. That should win without a shadow of a doubt. Okay. Allegro here, and then yeah, that seems about right. It's for you. The usual. And then Xiao can of course do her rotation here. Is there anything that we need to take care of? Xiao could deal with this. Roland could as well. Roland has a strong way to deal with that, but nah. We'll leave Roland as a damage dealer for now. It's always good to try and use opening ceremony first to guarantee the on-use effect in case the opponent dies. Roland has a health gate so it won't happen, but you know, it's always good to know. It's always good to know. I could use aspiration here, I could. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. And it would be pretty wise to do so actually, because well, it'll give everyone 1 strength next scene. Roland, Durandal, Rango Workshop, Atelier Logic, and then Mook Workshop. That's really it. Oh, and don't forget your brace ups, please. That would be embarrassing. Okay, what could be... Who could use this? No one. Everyone's already topped out on light. Okay. That should be good. I don't even think they're going to be doing that many pages here. Roland might just stagger them. Yeah. Man. What a floor, man. Sure, these are all endgame pages and it's mostly carried by opening ceremony. But even the purple tear here, purple tear, whatever, she doesn't even need opening ceremony for to get a very consistent block build. This is just the perfect looping with Obserem. Right. Now this is the issue. I already mentioned that not being able to target anyone will cause us to lose our loops, right? And Roland, um, yeah, Roland has a bit of a problem with that, so it'll be a bit rough for the beginning, but should be fine. What matters is that we outroll them, which we will very much will. We very much will, rather. So, we'll be using our main pages on this person. As for you, you're Pierce injured, so we're going to be using Rewind on you. We're trying to delay as much as we can, so that we don't have to worry about much. As for you, we can probably just beat the crap out of you for now. With Marinate. And then whoever can deal with that can probably deal with that, honestly. Xiao can probably deal with that without much of an issue. 4 dice. You have fervent beats, so it will actually be a bit of an issue. This one won't though, so that'll be neat. Okay, we have 2 injured, should be fine. And we can use Grand Finale. God bless, by the way. Not for the damage, but because we can get rid of this stupid thing here. Ah, that's unfortunate. Grand Finale is just enough. Just okay. Well, I guess you got me this time. I really wanted the light up prescript here so that I could just play Let's Have Some Fun and really win, but guess we're not doing that. Actually, restore tree light. Yeah, we can do that, and then we can use Pulao. No, let's hold off on Pulao. We'll use Yatse before Roland gets back up, right before, so that's maximized. Roland, this is where you're going to be coming in. Take that with your 6 strength and just deal with it, and then we can probably hit someone with like a Durandal. Who will take the least slash damage? You. Okay. Again, we're trying to delay as much as possible, so. This one will kind of get obliterated. I may have. Yeah, that's pretty much obliteration, rip. And we won't lose any of these clashes whatsoever because our endurance. Oh, yeah, this is. Okay, well, happens, I guess. Miscalculation on my part. Clearly should have let the purple pair with her billion block dice power to deal with that instead. I may have made a miscalculation. We're killing them too fast. A little too fast. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. There's literally just one guy left. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. Everyone needs to hold on, needs to hold their fire for now. Except you. You kinda need to use 2 pages this scene, so. Hold your fire. Okay, hold your fire. You keep doing your loop, because your loop's basically essential to getting everyone the million enduring that they have. It's I really like the fact that we just have the trifecta of arrows here. Anyways. Opening ceremony rewind, energy conversion, and combat prep. For you. And we could just pull off some cheeky Willows of the City here. Get some strength, I guess. This will clash into that, so. 2, 4, and then we fully restore it all. Nice. Okay. Let's begin? Yeah, let's begin. Ooh, nearly lost that clash. And unfortunately they die because of my plan. Right, so Roland will be acting now. This is where we can start. The magic. Yeah, the magic. We call it the magic here in this industry. Okay, opening ceremony, rewind. Yeah, we don't get our haste, but it's fine. We'll focus on getting thingies off here. No one will hurt this character. Except for, yeah, you're fine. You won't really do that much damage. So this actually adds up. For you. Oh, you actually didn't get what you needed. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. Ah, no, you did. I already restored you 3 light. Forgot. Oopsies. Oopsies. Okay, let's get some of this off. Do I really want to use Yatse? Because we might just be obliterating them by accident, yeah. Now these two also hold back because they don't need, again, they don't need to use anything. It's just these folk. We're fine with letting these live as long as we get our buffs in time. Okay. Let's go. Again, we won't be losing these because our endurance value exceeds the roll range, meaning they will never roll higher than us. It's fine because we'll get our evades here, which will win. Great kick. Energy conversion. We don't get... Oh, we do get our combat prep. Just in time, because this is going to be rough. Now this should win. Opening ceremony should win. 11 to 15. Yeah, chump change basically. We even got some strength off. We didn't get a lot of strength off though, so Roland will have to counter using one of Will's Industry, Crystal Atelier, which will probably win this 12 to 16, or 12 to 15 rather. But Furiosa will guarantee a win. So I'll do that. Then we'll focus on getting some damage off here. Old boys, since that's optimal, and Zilkova. As for you, we could use Remorse to guarantee the win here again. But we'll use it on Julia here, on your name, because she also gets the most value out of it. Unfortunately, rather, it means that she won't be getting anything off, but, well, whatever. This is actually prime time to use Grand Finale because of our everything basically. You won't be winning anything actually, so you could win with sturdy defense, maybe. A 10 to 18, 10 to 18. Okay, that guarantees us one win, so we will be using that. I'll go quiet again since there's nothing else to commentate over here. Oh, well that's neat. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Actually, we will be using Furioso to get rid of the counter dice. Instead, we'll be using Grand Finale to snuff this. And then we'll be restoring all of our light as usual. Alright, this should be it. Now, we should win one dice with everyone at the very least. Yep, nearly with Mirinay there. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I think she max rolled on that. Don't quote me on that. I used Furiosa a bit late, so we don't actually get to defend any counter die. Tunk! Tunk! Well, it's fine. At least we got to use Furiosa. Now, this is the ending stretch of the fight, basically. So, yeah, we're pretty much done with the. It's pretty much over for Roland here. Not ours. Theirs. No, the Black Silence, rather, the Black Silence. They only got to emotion level 4. I mean 5 just now. Right. We can now start bullying Roland again. This will guarantee a win basically because he won Feeble. And we can still keep using this because again we were chillaxing with our stuff here. Opening ceremony. And then opportunity spotted. We don't want to clash with these. This will only get to Xiao gets an 8-2 power every scene. Plus a 4 strength from all of our passives here. So that's 6. 7 to 8, which is not comfortable enough to just casually clash with these dice. Feint would be nice though. Feint gets a big amount of power instead, but again, this is to recharge our egos, so I've intentionally not been using my egos so that the fight lasts longer and to better set up my rotations. But in a harder fight, which Runa doesn't have, that allows you to bring a full team. Well, Distorted Ensemble works as well, but it's 3 acts, so you can't really do it there. There's more of a 1-act team. Black Silence is the biggest 1-act, so oh well. In a longer reception, that's also 1-act, and a little more of a fight for the optimal quote-unquote builds. You can definitely just start spamming egos instead. That means I can probably replace these with Feint, but these are also really good for early game. Decisions. Okay, we want to proc Frost Splinter here. So this means we'll have to clash with this. Yikes, okay. We'll only use Mook Workshop here. Avoid using our 9 to 8 dice and then roll Durandal here. Wait, no, we can use our 8 dice because this is the 9 dice that we're one-siding with. Micro optimizations, my favorite. Yeah, we already used our trigrams and prescripts. Durandal, and this means that we're actually wasting light. Just kidding. But this will use up all of their counter dice, so... Yeah, this is our only one dice actually, so we are going to have to waste light. Whatever. We don't even need to do that. We could just do something like this and we're fine. We just want to get the frost splinter off, so why not? It's pretty funny, I guess. Right, enough micro optimizations. Just get this ass. Just get this boy's ass. Yep, there's one frost splinter proc. And then the next will be on rage. Yeah, as you can see, it's 8s. 8s all around. Ooh boy. No mind hauler because we have we have sturdy defense for an evade dice. There we go. No, he dies of burn, which is incredible. Oh no, we just kill him with brace ups. GG. Incredible. I like how Roland keeps his default dialogue. Right. So that's Roland for you. That's Kether's floor when you optimize it. As much as I have, there's probably better optimizations, and I'm intentionally kind of nerfing myself by not going, for example, Lies Mirene 6 times Augury Kick. I think? I don't even know if that's optimal. Sorry for suddenly going quiet whenever I had to clear my throat. Right, so I guess I can showcase my pages now. Roland has Myongest, as usual, because Myongest is quite a good... it makes him clash strong. Raging Torrent, also to help his economy a little bit. Ideally, you want easygoing Breeder, so you don't need to be starved for light all the time, but you can't fit that here. Next, Mirene, Haste Mirene, Margin, Bottom Deal, Mind Hauler, Health Hauler. We're going to be getting as much from our Omnibrace as we can. This 2 haste specifically actually allows us to go for this Argalia build, which is focused on lies. We're going to be getting a Grand Finale for use, a bunch of light restores. This will always restore light, even if it rolls a 3. Thank you, let's have some fun. Allegros here for your page draw, more page draw, big clashing page. Hannah here, which we'll get into later because, well, I kind of went out of order. Next is the Guard Purple Tear, Purple Tear, Purple TR. Anyways, these decks are all the same, intended to get as much page draw as possible to set up for this deck, which has these passives: Keeping It Stride, Messenger, Rhino Procedure, Charged Shield. I just like Messenger. You can replace this for, I don't know, this. Yeah, you can replace it with this because we have Blood. But I use Messenger, so whatever. Here it'll perfectly loop again because we have 2 of every page. You can't redraw already used pages, but you can redraw this second copy of the page, which is what this deck does. It loops perfectly as long as you keep getting Opening Ceremony off, as well as your energy conversions. If you don't, it's fine. You have a lot of leeway with this build. Julia, Mirne, not so much, but it's fine because it's a lot easier to do. You just hit them with your kicks, hit them with your brace ups. Try and trigger Margin whenever possible because that's what gets you back to 8 draw, as you saw in the previous demonstration at one point. Okay, next is Xiao, who is running Curiosity. This is you don't even need to run any Abno page on Mirene or Roland specifically. These 2 don't need Abno pages. These 3 like Abno pages. These 2 are dependent on them. This one, well, just likes blood. Again, Xiao, Has reindeer treatment, offensive position, health hauler, mind hauler to maximize the amount of damage she does. 2 opportunity spotted, the average Omni Brace build, but without the brace up because we're using Curiosity. Which is a way to sort of optimize the amount of dice you're playing each scene. Because Omni Brace, obviously, you're going to be using at least 2 brace ups each scene and 2 of your ideal cards each scene. Here, I was able to play these 3 cards and any ego from Xiao's arsenal of personal egos or floor egos. So that's why I used Opportunity Spotted, and that's why I'm using Xiao for Curiosity. It's also because she just has 3 exhaustibles, which makes Curiosity perfectly consistent. Probably one of my proudest builds. Moving on, Argalia with splendid performance, 12 fixers, and health hauler. You can really just use anything here as long as it clashes well. Oops. Because what you're going to be doing again is getting them to 7 vibration, maxing it out with Allegro, getting 2 haste with haste Mirene here, which is the optimized sort of strength Omni Brace for Mirene rather than the 3 times Brace Up, 3 times Ominous, 3 times Angry Kick. We added in some Flip the Tables, some field mods to make sure that your hand stays consistent. And this allows us to get 2 haste each scene, letting us get the sweet spot of vibration here. Because 4 to 6 becomes 6 to 8 with 2 haste, and 6 to 8 has 7 at the middle, which means we're always going to be in the middle of the 7 vibration sweet spot to trigger Resonance, which gets us +2 power, draws us 2 pages with Allegro, and if we're lucky, we'll get exact speed with Resonant Sight, getting us 6 power on Resonant Sight fully. God damn. This is another one of the builds I'm pretty proud of. Right. So here's the passives, again pretty simplistic. What matters is you get the haste from Mirene, and you get the Lice Abno page, which ensures that you don't brick because of the fact that you don't have that many light restores. Honestly, you don't even need Lice with this. So if you're running Niiue Extraction and you get the choice between Curiosity and Lice, use it on Xiao. Get Xiao her Curiosity, but obviously you want to be using Re-Extraction to ensure these builds are 100% consistent, which you saw in the middle of the Black Silence demonstration. Right, that's essentially Kether's builds. I may as well show the battle symbols they're using. Now, Ashley here has as high of a stag resist as she can because she only has health hauler. Roland as well, maximizing stag resist, but Ashley also has a bit more HP, and this is basically how to get as big numbers as possible. 18 from battle symbols. Roland just gets 11 because again, health hauler. His stag resist is a little more inconsistent because it's from evade dice, but come on, 8 to 11 evade dice, no way you fail that. Argalia though, a bit more inconsistent, so that's why we have a little focus on the stag resist here. Julia, on the other hand, wants as much HP as possible because, well, she doesn't restore that much HP. Because she only has, like, she's only playing 4 offensive dice each scene. Mind Hauler and Health Hauler as usual, so that she sustains herself. Guard stance, PT, keeping in stride, because this is the equivalent of Health Hauler for block stance. Rewind here is a good page, especially because this perfectly fuels energy conversion and recovers HP for Purple Tear, so it's of course... I'm very inconsistent with how I pronounce this name. Anyways, it's very good for what you want Purple Tear to be doing. Hannah here has, again, 11 stag resist. I think the difference between Hannah and Roland is that Roland is using a new corpus, Hannah is not. You might be asking me, hey, why aren't you using a new corpus? That's more stats. She looks cute with the headband. She looks cute with the sort of veteran commander battle symbol. She was originally my Nikolai page. I originally used Nikolai instead. But I wanted Shao on more than Nikolai, even though Nikolai is probably a lot stronger. As you can see, there's a beta prototype of this one. But I also adjust my Nikolai to be excuse me for a sec. I also adjusted my Nikolai to be Lies, which is incompatible with our Gallia here, so I instead had it be Shao and then Curiosity. So whatevs, it works. What works, it works. What works, rather. I confused two things together. Anyways, again, 11 stag resist. Why? Because Shao was one of the highest stag resists in the game, and I kinda wanted it. I kinda wanna show it here. I could get unskilled amateur. Actually, no. That's -1 stag resist. What I was thinking of was Ironclad Brother, which, if I did it, I could get Shao to 70 stagger, but no. Whatever. I have Shao not that much HP, so she can get reindeer treatment faster. As you saw, offensive position kinda tanked her HP early on in the fight because she ate a counter dice with the opportunity spotted. But that's just to fuel her reindeer treatment, trust me. Honestly, I could put Rhino treatment, Rhino procedure instead, so that her opening ceremonies are more effective. But I want her to be using as much of her fervor and offensive position as she can. It's a nice balance of offense and defense, since you're also getting 2 endurance every scene thanks to the looping, this looping deck here. And then yeah, that's pretty much all of their battle symbols, all of their builds, etc. I've already explained how they work. You've already seen how they work. God, I love the Kether floor. My only gripe with Kether, to be honest, is that there isn't that many interesting 2 costs. This is an interesting 2 cost, but, well, you need to get hit for it to be good. And most of Kether's 2 costs are... did I say 2 costs? My man, I mean tier 2s, yeah. I'm kind of losing my mind. Anyways, these tier 2s are kind of uninteresting. You have Learning, Fervent, Beats, Guild. What am I saying? I guess they're not as fun to build around compared to Lies and Curiosity. And, well, since I actually built a defensive deck, I'm getting as much as I can, since I also am able to use Blood here. And then, of course, Sword of Frost, one of the most goated tier 2s in the game, because Bind is just a really great passive. I love being able to control my clashes. And then the tier 3s, well, there's one for every situation. You want to get a fight done now? You want to get a fight done now? Or you want to get it done ASAP? And if you just want to guarantee a win, because this just kinda kills the enemy. Right, I guess the only flaws with these decks, again, is that you have to use pages to loop. And another one would be that, well, it's mostly boss killer, because vibration is on the enemy rather than on self, so if it switches phases or it's a mook fight, the vibration gimmick won't be as pronounced. It's a good thing we have this, Xiao's 10 million mass attacks, and Xiao in general being able to use all of these fantastic ego. This can fuel Rhino and Reindeer respectively, again, which you saw what I did in phase 3 of BS. So I'm really taking advantage of this. This is good as a counter page, especially on literally anyone except for Roland, because he's kinda hungry for light. Kind of the weakest link, and I'm not gonna lie, but Myongest is bringing him back up, so... Anyways, this is good for countering summations or individuals, as you saw. This is just good because it's 2 bind and 2 feeble to everyone, and it's a individual mass attack, so it scales better with the mass amounts of power we're getting. This is just another very good situational page, so... Yeah, That's pretty much everything I want to say about Kether and my builds, so I think I'll end it off here. Successful recording if I do say so myself.